Everybody needs a little time away. I heard her say from each other. Even lovers need a holiday. Far, far away.
Follow the Moskwa down to Gonky Park, listening to the wind of change. An August summer night, soldiers pass.
This ain't a song for the broken hearted. A silent prayer for faith departed. I ain't gonna be just a face in the crowd. You're gonna hear my voice when I shout it out loud.
Good evening, everyone. So today we will discuss about the lesson plan that we have done. As we all know, the lesson plan have been divided into two, which are for the face-to-face lesson, and the other one is for the online lesson. For the face-to-face lesson have been done by Jacqueline and me myself, while for the online lesson have been done by Sophia and Hanisa, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, so without wasting our time, Jacqueline, maybe you can start explaining how the 5-pointed star activity can be implemented in face-to-face lesson.
So I'm going to talk about the teaching stages. As you guys can see here, these are the teaching stages that we have prepared. So basically, it's just what the teachers and the students will have to do in the classroom. Presentation, practice, productions, and closure. As you guys can see here. Okay. So wadah, bolehlah scroll ke bawah. Just stuck sana aja. And this
So this is the material that the teacher will use, which is the paper star. The student will volunteer to write one word at every point of the star. Then another student will choose one word and construct one sentence and be connected by one sentence by another student to make a short story related to the words that have been chosen. For example, book is chosen from the 5-pointed star, and the student will have to make up a short story about a book. The teacher will divide the class into groups. Each group consists of 3 to 5 members. The 5 words will be given by their classmates, and the group will have to choose only one word for their storytelling. The story should consist of beginning and conclusion. The storytelling should end in 1 minute, and the teacher should control the game time so as not to exceed the maximum time. But this is the item that will be used: the marker pen and the paper star. So now we move on to the online lesson. Maybe Sophia and Hanisa may start first.
Okay, so for the online class, it is similar with face-to-face, only that we use Google Meet as our platform to teach, and then we also use the Google Jamboard.
Why do
Okay.
you want to use two platforms? Why don't just you use one platform to implement the activity?
Wait,
Because we like to be complicated.
Okay. Anything you want to?
It's also because it is easier for the students to see how the activity is going to be conducted.
Oh, I see. So what is the function of the Google Meet?
To interact with the students, because Google Jamboard, you cannot really communicate with the students, so Google Meet is for communication purposes.
Oh, so this is
So we will use Google Meet as to teach the students and to interact with students. Google Jamboard will be used to conduct the activity itself.
oh,
The activity is just is similar to the one in face-to-face class, but it is used in an online platform. That's the difference.
so now we can see the difference. Online lesson, we will use the Google Meet and the Jamboard, while for the face-to-face, we just implement it like normal.
Yes, correct.
You have watched in the video, right? So now
Yes.
moving on, this activity, the relation with Bloom's taxonomy. So before we start to talk about this, I will give a brief explanation. What is Bloom's taxonomy? Bloom's taxonomy was originally published in 1956 by a team of cognitive psychologists at the University of Chicago. It is named after the committee's chairman, Benjamin Bloom. The original taxonomy was organized into 3 domains, which are cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. Educators have primarily focused on the cognitive model, which includes 6 different classification levels, which are knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, and synthesis and evaluation. So, in this 500 star activity, there are a few thinking skills that are going to be focused on this lesson plan, which are knowledge, understanding, application, analysis, and synthesis. Can someone explain about the knowledge that we can see in this, that we can found in this activity? Okay, I start first. So, the first level is knowledge. According to Bloom, Engelhardt, First, Hill, and Rockwell, 1956, this level focuses on the skills of remembering through the process of recognition or recalling. This means that students need to have the ability to recall the knowledge that have been presented to them or knowledge that is learned in their daily life. So in this lesson plan, we ask the students to create a sentence using one of the words from the 5-pointed star, right? So they can recall the events that happened in their everyday life because the words are related to themselves. So for the next thinking skills, can someone explain?
Okay, so I'll be explaining the comprehension level. Yes, so this level involves the students to develop communication skills where students are able to use skills such as translating the information into other terms. So this is to demonstrate their understanding about the text. Yes, so I think that's all from me because it's very easy level where it's a low order thinking skills. Yes, thank you.
Alright. So how about the thinking skills for application?
Okay, I will be explaining about application. In application, basically it's like a formula. So the teacher needs to explain the formula, which in our case is how the 5-pointed star activity is going to be conducted. And then the students need to use the rules or formula in the practice stage. So in our lesson plan, first during the presentation, the teacher explains how the activity is going to be conducted, which you need to choose one word and then create a sentence using the chosen word. Then the next student that is chosen will have to create another sentence using the remaining words. So this is explained by the teacher. And then during the practice stage, the students themselves need to do the activity by themselves. So that's it.
Alright. How about the synthesis?
I'll talk about I'll explain about this. So synthesis is the fourth level in taxonomy. It is basically the ability to put parts together to form a new whole. So, in this activity, synthesis is applied because it involves the production of a unique communication, whether a theme or a speech. So the learning outcome in these areas stress creative behaviors like this activity where the students will need to create a short story so it can enhance their creativity, and they are also able to tell sorry. So during the lesson, the teacher will divide the class into groups. So each group member is allowed to construct one sentence and will be connected by one another. So this activity is not just fun and simple for any group or an after secondary school, but it also can enhance critical thinking, listening, speaking, and writing skills at the same time.
That's all, Jacqueline.
Yeah.
Lastly, students will also need to acquire analysis skills. This skill allows the students to organize and create a relationship between the information that they have required. The reason is because analyzing involves the student's ability to determine how the information relates to one another, according to Bloom, Engelhardt, First, Hill, Kraftwerk, 1956. For example, one of the students will use one of the words in the 500 star and create a sentence. Then, another student will continue to create a new sentence using another remaining words in the 500 star to make a short story. The students need to think, organize, and analyze how they are going to create a flow of the short in order for it to make sense. So I think we are at the end of our discussion. So do you have anything else uh, to add or any suggestion for the lesson plan that we have done?
I think that's all I can say.